This is a story about Oliver, the Great Western Engine. His owner didn't want him anymore, and he was going to be turned into scrap. But then someone came to the rescue. One day, Edward was talking to Douglas. They had heard that steam engines were being put out of service across the island of Sodor, and were replaced by new diesel engines. "They're being turned into scrap," said Edward quietly. "Didn't you mention that word?" Douglas gasped. "It makes my wheels wobble." "I agree," replied Edward. "But Sir Topham Hatt says he will make sure that steam engines are always welcome on his railway." That night, Douglas was still working. He had taken the midnight goods train to a station at a faraway part of the island where only the diesels worked. He was just shunting ready for his return journey when he heard a faint "That sounds like a steam engine," he thought. The came again. "Who's there?" asked Douglas. "I'm Oliver," whispered a voice. "Are you one of Sir Topham Hatt's engines?" "Aye, I'm proud of it." It was daylight when their journey ended. "We're home!" cried Douglas. "I know just the place for you." And he showed them an empty siding, nicely hidden away. "Goodbye, and thank you," whispered Oliver. "I was happy to help," smiled Douglas, and he puffed away. Back at the shed, Douglas told the other engines all about Oliver. They were very excited and agreed that something must be done for them. "Sir Topham Hatt will have to know," said James. "Douglas shall tell him at once," added Gordon firmly. Well, here I am, said a cheerful voice. Now what's this all about? Beg pardon, sir, but we really do need another engine, said Duck at last. Yes, sir, a steam engine, sir, said Gordon. We do indeed, replied Sir Topham Hatt. But I'm afraid that unless if one is saved from scrap, there's little hope. But sir, burst out Douglas, one has been. Who told you that, Douglas? Asked Sir Topham Hatt. The engines looked around nervously at each other. Sir, I saved him, muttered Douglas. You saved a steam engine, exclaimed Sir Topham Hatt. I want to hear everything. So Douglas told him all about how he rescued Oliver, Isabel and Toad from the scrapyard. When he had finished, Sir Topham Hatt smiled. I'm proud of you, Douglas, he said. Oliver, Isabel and Toad are just what we need for Duck's branch line. Oh, thank you, sir, replied Douglas. And all the engines cheered. Sir Topham Hatt soon had Oliver, Isabel and Toad mended and painted in full Great Western colours. They are happier to be on Duck's branch line. As Oliver puffs along the coast, he often thinks about what a lucky escape he had. If Douglas hadn't come to his rescue, things would be very different. Oliver is very grateful to Douglas and everyone on Sir Topham Hatt's railway for his lovely new home.